Hi. Well, it finally happened. They nerfed Rivers of Blood. And Bloodhound Step while they were at it, too. I think some people are probably going to be pretty upset. Other people are going to be really happy. I think it's a good change. I think those weapons and abilities have been a little overpowered, to say the least. So, let's check out some patch notes and we'll see, what all's going on here. Also, I don't really make videos like this about like patch notes and stuff that often, if at all. But Elden Ring is an important game to me. It's my favorite thing ever. So something exciting happens, I'm going to talk about it. So here we go. So you can see this patch includes significant nerfs to Bloodhound Step and Rivers of Blood, as well as some additional tweaks to other weapons and items. This one I actually am excited for too. They made it so that the summoning is able to be used in faraway regions and close regions. So when you put your thing for the summoning pool down, it can go close and far away, resulting in you seeing more signs and people finding yours more often. It also works for invasion items also. White Mask Vare's questline was made possible to complete without invading other players. So that is very interesting. I can't wait to figure out how they did that. They also nerfed Stars of Ruin, lowering the target tracking. We'll have to wait and see how that goes. I haven't tested any of this yet, but maybe we'll get into a online fight and just to see how it goes. Maybe nobody's even using this stuff anymore. Who knows? Some other tweaks to the larger weapon classes that allow players to roll faster after attacking. So right here to elaborate on Vare's questline, you no longer have to invade people 3 times now. You can invade an NPC instead, which will basically give you the same outcome as invading 3 different players. So obviously I'm not going to go through every single patch note. A lot of people will find that on their own if they're interested. I'll put a link if you need it. It'll be in the description of this. Basically, when it comes to the Bloodhound step, they made it so that it reduced the performance when used continuously. So if you just use it and use it and use it, it's less effective. And it increased travel distance when on light equip load. So I guess like the heavier you are, the less effective it is too. They also changed Quickstep a little bit. It shortened the activation interval when you're using it in skill and succession, increasing its ability to circle around the enemy when locked on. It reduced performance when used continuously, just like the Bloodhound step, and increased travel distance when light equip load. So basically, they seem still more effective if you're lighter. But if you got all that tanky armor on and a big ass sword, you're not going to be zooming around everywhere like before. For the main event, Rivers of Blood. So what they did was they decreased the damage and bleed buildup of Corpse Piler. Basically, if you're just in the blood attack, the damage will build up and the bleed buildup is a little bit less now than when you're actually hit by the blade. Damage is only decreased slightly when you're hit by the blade. So it's still pretty strong, just a little bit less, but a lot less, I guess, when you're just hit by the blood attack. And also for the Stars of Ruin, they decreased the target tracking ability. There's also a pretty large list of bug fixes, which is nice to see. I'm always welcoming bug fixes. So what does this mean now for the people that use these things? I think when it comes to Rivers of Blood, the people that like it are probably still going to use it. They'll just try to get closer to you. As far as the Bloodhound step and the Quick step go, people will probably still use that too, unless it's so bad that they still get killed easy. Um, Time will tell. It's still new. It just I was playing last night. I think it was last night or the night before. Might have been last night. Noticed the update. Had to wait. Came back. Tried to find patch notes. Found them, and then I got pretty excited because it's a change, something new. Yes, the other updates have changed things, but this affects something that has been from day one of what people have been doing, and now things are probably going to change a little bit more. So I know there's very more viable weapons to use other than Rivers of Blood. I'm not saying that that's the only, main thing that everybody's using, but a lot of people are using it, so we'll see how it goes. But instead of sitting here talking and wondering, why don't we go test this stuff? After the update on the Xbox is done. I forgot to do that. Okay, first we'll try Quick Step and we'll see what that's like. I mean, I could see that being viable for maybe spinning around an enemy. Let's go find an enemy. Okay, we got an enemy here. Let's see what happens. Yeah, I mean, you could get around people pretty well and back up from them decently. Now, if they're locked on to you, it seems like you can still, well, you might get hit here and there, but it seems like you can still dodge. Okay, let's try Bloodhound Step next. Okay, let's see how it works. Well, I think right away you can see how when you continue to use it, it slows down. One big one to begin with, but then after that, it's not as big, I feel like. Maybe, but I'm pretty sure it's slowing down. Now, let's try having no equipment on. Okay, they said the lighter you are, the more it works. So let's fill up our magic and give it a try. I don't really know if I can tell the difference. Maybe a little bit. Now let's try it with some heavy armor. Okay, this is the heaviest possible stuff I could have. Let's try it again. That is noticeably slower. I don't know if you can see it, but I can feel it. That is slower. But you can probably still use it to, if you're in a fight with somebody, to, back up real quick to get away from them. So I think there is a noticeable difference. Now I think it's time to test out Rivers of Blood, and for that, we need PvP. If there's one place to do PvP, it's here. Alright, here they are. Alright, let's do this. Let's see what happens. Well, so far, nothing. It's definitely less effective, that is for sure. I'm gonna heal, I have to do it for the video, I'm sorry. I don't mean to be a little bitch. Yeah, dude. I feel like those hits would have definitely have been more effective before the patch. We can't just end it with one fight where I just get decimated. We have to try again. So, let's see what happens. Although I am pretty sure I noticed the difference right away. Alright, he's here. Or she. Alright. I know, I have to use this, I'm sorry. Well, we see the little bit of damage that one hit I did took. And we see how little... Yeah, look at that. It's doing hardly anything to him. But we can see, his Quick Step or Bloodhound Step, whichever one he's using, isn't as effective either. We'll see what happens. Yeah, that's barely... I don't know if the range was changed. I don't remember, but it's definitely not good. I know I had to heal. I'm sorry. I'm making a video. I can't die just yet. Well, I think it's pretty obvious this sword kind of blows now. I know I might not be that great with it, but we can see the very small amount of damage it was doing just when it was hitting him with the blood. So from that last fight, we got to see, I think it was Quick Step, being used, which they were, who knows, maybe that person was making a video too, which was clearly not as effective. And they probably had medium armor. And the Rivers of Blood seems to kind of suck now. Like, what would normally have done pretty significant damage did very little. Like, if their health bar was this long, it took this much health away from them. So, I never even got a chance to get close enough to hit them with the blade. I'm sure there's another YouTuber somewhere that is going way more into depth than this. It's not really what I'm here to do. I'm here to talk about it because I'm excited about the change, and that's what I'm here to do. Just talk about crap that I care about. I do wonder how this will change things going forward, though. I'm excited. Maybe I won't get, killed by Rivers of Blood every 5 minutes, and it'll be some new thing that people decide is, the best weapon. Or maybe not the best weapon, but the most overpowered bullshit weapon. So in conclusion, I think we got a pretty good update here. We got a bunch of bug fixes, some change to some pretty overpowered things that were being maybe not abused, but just used. They were tools given to us, people used them. Those tools got changed. Now people need to add a couple more things to their tool belt. So we'll see where things go from here. And if you are the one person that watched this video, I appreciate it. It means a lot to me. Thank you very much. And I will see you in the next one.